Hello fellow gaming fans, this is Small Archangel. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Alpha 16 of 7 Days to Die, and our base is 100% complete. Okay, well there's little bits, the maintenance areas that I haven't bothered painting, but apart from that, it is 100% complete. So here's the garden, which we were planting in the last episode, but one, if I remember correctly. It's now completely planted up and completely fertilised, so that's finished. At least I don't think there's any bits that I've missed. And I've also painted it as well, and we have a spotlight on each corner, so so it's well lit up here as well. And I'm going to show you guys the rest of the base. I've even painted inside this access way as well. So obviously under there we have, just for anybody who hasn't seen this, and also it's kind of finished now, we have our bedroom and study areas. So I wanted to get a stall from the trader there. I've basically been buying and selling stuff a bit off camera to get our goods. We've got some, these haven't got anything in them unfortunately, and I didn't find enough bookcases to make it worthwhile replacing those with bookcases, which take up a little bit less. They take up half the voxel rather than the entire block, so they look a little bit better, but I didn't get around to that, didn't find enough of them. And then of course we have our bathroom in here, which has a toilet and a sink now and a full bath, and yeah, so that's pretty much finished in here as well. And we've got the lighting as well, of course. Then down below that, of course, we have our living area and our kitchen. So there they are. That's in here with fully functioning fireplace. And lots of food reserves, etc. And then down on the yellow level, of course, we have the crafting area with the chemistry bench and drug manufacturing and everything. And then below that, of course, we have our forges, and I'm just checking that they're actually turned off, and concrete mixers and most of our building materials and supplies. And then we have our kiln floor with full spikes, which were fully upgraded until a bunch of random Zeds in the middle of the night trashed them, as usual. And then our garage, which is also fully kind of painted inside and out as well now, plus mini bikes. So if I just give you an angle from here, you can see what this thing looks like now. And let's just, for the sake of vanity, hop down here, get mobbed by Zeds probably. There we go. Most of them died on the spikes last night, I think. There we go. That's what it looks like now. Lovely and colourful, isn't it? We'd kind of run out of colour options a bit by the time we got to the top there. We've got red at the bottom, got up to pink, which isn't my favourite colour, but I don't know, it's got a certain something to it. So there we are. That is the finished base, folks. It's taken a long time, and we're a longish way into sort of Alpha 16. I don't know when Alpha 17 is coming out. Word is, it's still going to be a while. I've heard tell it's coming out maybe on an American holiday, and as far as I'm aware, the next one of those is not due for a while. So I don't know if that's the case or not, but it ain't going to come out yet. So we have one more thing to do on our agenda for Alpha 16, just for a bit of fun. And then after that, we are going to do a modded series. So keep your eyes to the channel for an announcement on that subject. But for now, what are we going to do with our time? Well, we are going to go on a little road trip. So, having completed the base, and this always happens to me, having finally completed the base, we're going to leave it, typical, and head off into the wilderness. Fairly kind of basically prepared, I think. We've got a level 135 now. We've got decent armor and everything as well. So we look at the map. What I basically want to do is go to the end of the world. And we know it can get a little bit bug-tastic near the end of the world. And plus, I am planning on playing this save, sort of, you know, off camera. I'm going to keep this save till Alpha 17 comes out, and I'll probably even keep a backup of it then. So when we first started out, we were way up here, which is really quite a long way north, but we still weren't actually at the edge of the world. And where we are now, all the way down here, we are at, we're fairly close to the centre, actually. We're fairly close to the centre of the map. So in any direction, it's going to be a long old trek to the edge of the world. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take a little bit of a road trip, and I Don't know. I think I'm going to leave the bike here. I think we're going to go on foot. That's going to give it a bit more of a frisson of danger, and it's going to take us a little while, so it's going to be a multi-day trip. I think we're all right for hordes. I don't think we're due for a horde. It's a day 114. I don't think we're due for a horde for a little while. We've got about 5 days. 119 is the next horde. So we better make it, I don't really fancy facing a horde in the open, but if it comes to it, maybe we'll do that. I don't know. We're going to play it by ear a little bit. We're going to head south, and as I say, we're going to go without the bike, and we're just going to take. Will we go without the bike? Yeah, we are. We're going to go on foot. We're just going to head south, not necessarily even following roads, and we're going to carry on going south till we reach the edge of the map. And that's it, basically. Journey to the ends of the earth. So let's just make sure we have the stuff that we need with us. I've got two stacks of steel arrows for our compound bow. Of course, we can, if we need to, craft some stone arrows and go back to cruddy stone arrows. But as you can see, I bought some bow parts from the traders and got it up to purple quality. It's still only 532 as opposed to, better than that. But we've got our iron fire axe and our iron pickaxe. This is only going to be, a few days worth of a trip anyway. We've got beer, we've got emergency supplies, we've got Duke's Casino tokens, we probably don't need, quite honestly. I will leave those behind. We don't need those. I might collect a few while we're out and about, but we don't need them with us, I don't think. So I'll leave those. We've got the essentials here for temperature regulation. We've got our tools, we've got our weapons. I've only got a compound bow and a machete. I'm not planning on packing firearms either. Again, a bit of a free son of danger. And also, if I die, I don't want to be leaving tons of really valuable loot behind. And my firearms, to be honest, the ones I favour are the ones who are the rarer ones in the game. So I don't really want to be throwing those away. Alright, so we are going to head southwards. I do not have any food. This is deliberate. Okay, this is deliberate as well, just to make it a little bit more challenging. I basically have to find food in nature as we go, which, it could be interesting, couldn't it? I have water, and we'll probably be able to... Look, I even filled this in with grass. I've made some grass blocks and filled in the old garden. Oh, there we go. I didn't like the big hole in the ground, marring my view. Alright, so I've repaired everything up completely. That's just feathers. But from here on in, we're... oh, look, a vulture. Well, we can't get much off him, can we? So from here on in, we're basically looking out for ourselves when it comes to food. So it's a little bit of a training mission, if you like, for the modded series that I'm going to start running. Here we go. Here's a vulture. Holy crap. I missed him. And he's flying up in the opposite direction. I don't know why I'm bothering with him anyway. I should just run away and ignore him, really, probably. So we'll take a few cacti. Because yucca fruits are, they're not great for hunger, but they're better than nothing. And of course, this is going to be rather easier no matter what we do. It's going to be an easier challenge than when you first set out in the game. In any case, he's probably going to carry on following me virtually to the ends of the earth, so I'll just keep going. I'm going to take a bit of coal here as well, because of course we've got our skills up now. And we've got some decent armour, decent tools and things. Just listen out for that bird. Wretched bird. Oh, and there's a deer. Hello. So yeah, it's load the thing. That can help. There we go. Oh, he's hopped off already. Okay. Nice. There we go. Nice. And of course we'll crop quite a decent bit of meat from him as well. There we go. 5 plus 7. There you go. That's a lot. So it is still going to be easier than trying to do this as a noob in a new game. That's not the right tool. There we go. But at the same time, yeah, it's going to be more of a challenge than sort of kicking it around the base, which is, as we know, pretty OP by this point. But as I say, I will privately for my own amusement come back here. So that is why I have never done that whole bomb the base thing. I think I might have done it once, but I'm not sure I did it on camera. But generally speaking, what I do is I back up my save files, and then I want to come back to them. I've got save files going back to Alpha 8, which would be quite fun to revisit at some point, and maybe I should even take you guys along for the ride, because the game has changed a lot in all this time, and yeah, it might be quite funny actually to go back and see what it used to look like. I mean, it used to be laughably easy to play, but it also looked a lot less good than it does now. Look at that. There's a horde heading in my last known direction. There's another deer there actually as well. I can't quite resist somehow. But I have to take the heads off these guys first. Missed Steve. There we go. And there's a deer over there, but he's being chased off by the horde. Oh, do you know what? We'll find plenty meat en route. We don't need to worry that much. Oh, look at the state of this. You know what? I don't really actually need to kill all these zombies. I really would rather not. So I'll just kill the few that are actually after me. No, you don't. It's probably prudent to do that anyway. Ow! That wasn't fair. Lagged out. Couldn't move. Okay. And you. Ta-da! That is stupendous. We have levels. Drop dead, Fred. Or Edgar. As you actually are. Okay, now I don't know if they're... Oh, I can't find the other corpses now. Here we go. We'll just see if any of them's got anything good to loot. Ooh, hello. Yes, I will have that as well. My goodness. I'm going to be... My inventory's going to be completely full before I even get anywhere at all. I'm going to resist the urge to loot anything that's not actually going to be of any use to me on my journey. That is what I'm going to do. East. No, we want to go south. Here we go. Oh, there's another deer. Alright, we're going to have to stalk it. This is the other thing. I seem to find lots of deer around now. I don't know what it is, but they seem to be... There we go. And of course I can one-shot them, which really helps. But yeah, when you're in early game, for some reason there seems to be less deer and wildlife around, which is crazy. Because that's when you need them the most. So, yeah, end up having to give yourself a little bit of a challenge, really. And I just picked up some cash and I didn't technically need it. Hey-ho! Alright, how much coal do we have? We have 378. So I'll get a little bit more of that. We're not going to need tons of the stuff, let's face it. So if I take another one of these, there we go. And then we're going to have enough to fuel a little fire. We're also going to need to gather some plant fibres, because we're going to want to set a bedroll. Even though that's a bit of a bind, because it means then I'm going to have to sort of basically hoof it back to base. Because if I don't, so I'll just hack and slash at some grass as we go. There we go. Oh, holy moly. You are joking, right? Right, I will stop slashing at grass. Because dogs... Ow, is it a wolf actually? It's a wolf actually. Okay. I almost feel sorry for you, pal. Oh no, I'm bleeding out. I don't feel so sorry for you. Okay. Bandages we can make, so we're not too worried about those. Alright, we'll take his meat as well. There we go. Lovely. Okay, so we've taken a bit of punishment already, which is not ideal. I've got 173 out of... Right, okay. They have a tough bite, those wolves. They really do. We don't need the dirt fragments. We'll get a shot of that. And let's see. We need some water, obviously, because I've just drunk a load. We'll keep the water jars so that we can replenish our water supply as we go with a fire. Do I need any more of these plant fibres? I do not. So we'll craft ourselves a bedroll. And then we can get shot of stuff if we need to and as we need to. And of course, going this way, we're exploring... Oh, hello. Unexplored territory too. If there's a drop here, it might have... Like, I haven't got any antibiotics with me, for example. So if I get infected, we're going to have to find something to deal with that. And this drop, even though we're about 2 centimeters from our base at this point, this drop is going to satisfy that need potentially. Yes, it is. There we go. So we'll have those. That AK-47 stock. Yeah, okay. And there's a vulture. Oh, well, I hit him on the foot, which isn't particularly terrific, is it? And I know I've got points to spend, 29 to be precise. Let's just go this way. I've got points to spend, but I'm not in a particularly secure location to be messing around with those for the moment. Oh, what rubbish timing that was. Seriously rubbish timing. Come on, kill him. There we go. He's down. We'll just have a look and see if he's got anything. He's got feathers, but we don't need that, so we'll get rid of that. There we go. Alright, so we're heading into new virgin territory, including that town over there. Oh no, that town over there we know about. That is not new territory. We know about that town. I never did get around quite to naming all of the towns around us. I named quite a few of them. So that town over there, did I name that one? I didn't. That's what it was I didn't name. This one's Garbageton. This one over here is Los Diabolos. Like Los Angeles, only not. And then this one over here, I think this was Buzzardburg. That's right. That one's Buzzardburg. And then One Horseburg, because, hey, it's tiny. Oh, joy. Just what we need. 0 visibility and a huge lake to cross. Marvellous. Okay, so this... Oh, you see, I could hardly even see that. I think a lot of the health I lost actually is probably down to having, unfortunately, travelled over a few cacti. Alright, so this is probably going to be a little bit dull. I don't think I have much choice. Looks like this is a largish lake. We could go this way, possibly. See if we can skirt it, because it's maybe going to take a long time to get across. So I'll go and see. Oh, for goodness sake, there was another stealth cactus. I hate these things. So, but we're going to collect some things. We're going to be able to make some nice healthsome food. When we settle down for the night, we'll make a campfire. Now, what I did not bring with me, I did not bring a cooking pot. So if we can find a cooking pot, again, that's kind of the rules of this little game, is take only the things that you're not likely to be able to find along your journey. So technically, I probably shouldn't have brought beer, because I probably could have just found beer. But I've got my emergency medical provisions, and other than that, not a lot really, just 1 stack of water. Which, given I haven't invested heavily in the camel buff, you know, I actually do get through the water quite well still. Now there's obviously some sort of prefab here, and I don't know what. It's probably a campsite. Campsites used to be good for getting... Oh, okay, there we go. Campsites used to be good for getting cooking pots, but they don't seem to be anymore. They don't seem to have cooking pots in them. I suppose cooking pots would be way too easy to get hold of early game, if that were the case, because campsites are 2 a penny. They're all over the place. Oh, now this is not a campsite. This is a cave, actually. And that's not really what we wanted at this point. So we will just ignore it and carry on southwards over this way. So there's probably a road somewhere down this path, actually, which is, yeah, curving towards the south anyway. So we may as well follow this path. And then if we find any prefabs, like houses are pretty good places to find cooking pots. So we'll check that out if we see any. Oh, now here's a campsite. Obviously it's likely to have some sleepers around it, which I'm not in a stealth right now. There's a campfire there, but it's not going to have a... Shouldn't even see me. It's not going to have a cooking pot in it, but I will just check to see. Now there's some feathers. Yeah, we're going to have a full stack of those soon enough. Oh, there we go. Some beef rations, but that does not help me from a point of view of a cooking pot. Yeah, that's not even a proper campfire, is it? Oh, look. Oh, he's feral. Haha, he's also dead. Alright. Oh! He's feral too! Holy crud! And I can't beat his head up because it's in... Oh, look at that. I've actually got an infection now. I am quite glad that I could run through zombies, otherwise I would have had to beat my way out of there. I'm quite glad that I managed to get hold of that drop, in which case. So no, that's not very helpful. We've got a backpack here. Alright, there we go. So nada. Now, where was the path? Over this way? Yes, it was. Alright, so we may as well medicate our infection now. Or perhaps what we should do is... There's another deer over there. Do you know what? We're cool. We've got 35 meat here. We're alright. I probably shouldn't say that, should I? It's, you know, kind of asking for trouble, but there you go. At this point, we're doing okay. And that's partly why I decided to, you know, not take any... You see, I'm just doing my usual thing here of picking random crap up. And, I couldn't resist the ammo parts, and you know, the gun parts, but oh look, you see, we're not really able to bypass the whole water thing. We're just gonna have to do it, aren't we? Even this path goes straight into some water, and this is the same lake as before, but I don't know. Maybe we'll just try skirting it again, going this way, because it negatively affects our temperature as well, or it can do, make it plummet, and then you end up having to sink in order to try and put the coat back on in the middle of the lake. Yeah, it's not ideal, particularly in visibility like this. Okay, yeah, that's not looking too great, is it? Obviously, there is a road coming south out of Buzzardburg there, but I'm not quite sure how far along here it goes. We're now kind of curving west. Oh, but it looks like the lake then does curve around more southwards, so we will carry on this way. Swimming across huge bodies of water is just so slow, apart from anything else. Ah, now I can see a building up there. Do we have another town or place here? It looks like it to me, because you don't find a building like that just in the middle of nowhere on its own. Not anymore. So this must be a maybe you do. Maybe you do. Maybe this is kind of on its own. I'll take that little bit of wood. No, it's just such bad visibility, isn't it? I can't properly see what's going on. There's obviously a zombie in that building, raring to bite me. And yeah, there is quite a lot of buildings here. It might not be a very big place, but we may as well check it out, and then it's on my map for if I decide to ever come back here. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a lot here, and it doesn't look like it's going to be huge. But let's just go see. It's always nice to know if there's any stores. We'll take those. I don't know why I've got the stack of cash. I'll get rid of it at some point if I run out of space. We're now cold. Yes, of course we are. Let's change that over then. We've got this is look there. Yeah, this looks like a kind of a fairly agricultural sort of a place. But at the same time, I could pick up more jars, but there isn't a lot of point really, is there? I could possibly find, I don't know, a farm here or something where I can gather some vegetables, because then we can make ourselves some meat stew. And if we can make meat stew, that's brilliant for your health. And it's also pretty good for, oh, you see, there's corn. We can get some corn, but we need potatoes as well. But yeah, meat stew is pretty good for your health, and of course it's very filling. Now 7 o'clock. Now, funnily enough, I don't actually want to start. I don't want to stay in a town so much, because it's a bit of a risk, isn't it? So there's a town here, but no, we need to head southwards. So I'm going to head this way. If we find some potatoes en route, great. If we don't, well, there's a great big skyscraper there. I'm not going anywhere near that. Been there, done that. Done the skyscrapers. But I'm going to head south. We could probably spend the night fairly safely up to one of these broken structures. But I'm a bit reluctant to wrench. We have a wrench. We don't need one of those. See, I can be ruthless when I need to be. Oh, snow biome. that probably isn't going to be an ideal place to spend the night, is it? So we're just entering a snow biome. We have found a road. Now, if I could find a building in the snow biome where we can shelter for the night, that would be good. But then again, of course, I would have to... yeah, I would have to be inside it, wouldn't I, to take shelter. But the other thing, of course, is that I would have to clear out any Zeds as well. I don't know if there's any paths around here. We can't really rely on that, can we? Let's just go down the road a teeny way, and if not, I shall have to think of something else. I'm not sure this snow might go away anyway. Yeah, it's not looking particularly snowy now, so perhaps we'll be okay. Ooh, I'll put my light on. No, still a bit cold. It's still snowy here. Still no path, and yeah, in spite of the fact, okay, I'm heading back. I'm heading back to the town because going up a tree is all very well, etc. But it's not great if you're likely to freeze to death overnight because we're wet as well. That's the other thing. So we need to take refuge inside a building, and we need to set up a fire to be able to cook something for ourselves. And yeah, staying out of the way of Bob would be a good idea as well. Okay, so where's best to go? Well, yeah, we know. On a roof would be good, but then again, we don't get shelter on a roof, do we? Let's break into one of these churches, because it's only a small building, and there's only so many sleeper Zeds that it can realistically hold. Ah! Could, however, have a blooming dog in it. Oof. Wowzer. There we go, sleepers. Yes, beheaded. The pew's kind of getting away a bit. And at least these aren't ferals. Die! There we are. Now, I need to make some frames. Frames! Oh gosh, I'll make myself a dozen at this point. And we'll have those in my hotbar. There we go. Oops, that's not what I meant. There we are. Okay. And then I'm pretty sure we've got shot of the Zeds in here, so that's good. And then, yeah, we've got some frames. Let's make a few more of those, actually. We'll make another 10 of these. And then we can do a nerd poly thing and get up to somewhere safe and secure. I'm just going to hop up here. Let's see if I can get up here. Just looking for a way to... Yeah, actually, we probably want to just nerd pole up there, except we can't because... Okay, we're going to have to do this in the middle of the floor. I think this is what we've done before anyway. There we are. There will work. Alright. No nerd poling while sneaking. There we are. Alright, that's great. So we're up here now. And I will just place a few blocks here so that we've got somewhere to put a campfire. So let's get a fire. Campfire, can't make one because I haven't got any stone. Oh, that was really stupid, wasn't it? Okay. That was really quite dim. Not getting any stone. Obviously, it should be fairly easy, you would think, to get hold of some stone at this point. Yeah, we're cold, yeah. Well, there's some stone, but I don't know how many stone we actually need. Let's just take a few more. Holy sugar. This is stupid. Okay, here we go. Back in. Is that where I want it? Yeah, probably there. Actually, no, probably there. There we go. Alright. Okay, and let's do this again. So... Okay, here we are. So we've got ourselves a teeny little ledge. We can make ourselves a campfire now. So, there we go. And I will place that there. We haven't got a cooking pot, but we have got some coal, which means we could do some charred meat. And I will just make this point a couple of those, because that's going to be enough to feed me for the time being. Just going to shift a few things around a little bit. And then we could probably do with setting a bedroll, which I will do just kind of... set that just kind of overnight, and then we'll pick it up and take it with us again in the morning. I nearly nearly went in the fire, and I can't do it anyway. I can't set that here. There isn't enough space, so okay, forget that one. We're not doing that, but we should be perfectly safe up here anyway. So especially if I stay in sneak mode, we should be perfectly secure here. That's that, and hopefully we're going to be warm enough in here as well. We are going to take ourselves an antibiotic paper. We can throw that away. We don't need that. Now, what might be good if we get any duct tape is we should make some a splint or something, just in case, because goodness knows that can happen very easily, that we can, you know, sort of find ourselves yeah, with a broken leg. So there we go, that's gained us a little bit of health, and we'll have the other one as well. Yum, yum, yum. There we go. And we've got some water as well. And while I'm at it, I will just take another painkiller. We do have 4 first aid kits, but I'm kind of reluctant to take those unless we absolutely have to. But we are going to need to either get looting some houses to replenish our supply of purified water, or we are going to have to make sure that we can get a cooking pot so that we can make some boiled water of our own. Okay guys, so far so good. I'm going to drop that over the edge because it's going to annoy me otherwise up here. Bye bye. There we go. So there we go. So far so good on our little journey. We have not got that far south of our base. We've spent a lot of time trying to avoid this lake, and it looks to me like we followed that road down there. It's through between this sort of fairly small looking town, down in that direction, and we just keep going south until we reach the edge of the world. I don't know how long it's going to take, and I don't know how far that is in numbers. Looks like it goes quite a long way on the map, doesn't it? So we're going to stick with it and see if we get to the edge of the world before the next feral horde is due. And as I say, just a bit of fun before we do a modded series before Alpha 17 comes out. Okay guys, so I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please do let me know. I am going to light my fire because I am getting cold here again. Do let me know in the comments and hit that like button. And I do hope that you will join me next time we play Alpha 16 7 Days to Die. Until then, keep gaming, keep surviving, and stay happy. Bye bye for now.